Shay, go ahead and tell me your story.
Okay, my name is Shay Frederick, and I am, oh my goodness, 47 years old. I was introduced to gluten free by Dr. O'Donnell here years ago. I would say probably a minimum of 4+ years ago. I was very skeptical. She did a blood test to look for food allergies because my digestive system was kind of out of whack. I thought it was normal, but she's explained to me that it was not normal to be going to the bathroom 14 times a day and continually gaining weight and feeling lethargic, depressed, and just not having any energy. So she did some blood tests to look for food allergies. It came back that I had tested positive for the celiac genes and also was very high for dairy and eggs and nuts and bananas. Everything that I ate was pretty much very high. So at that point in time, I thought, okay, well, I'll start trying to eliminate some items out of my diet. Tried it for a little while, fell off immediately. I just wasn't prepared mentally to do this. Continued on feeling miserable, gaining more weight, doing some crash dieting, everything for several more years. My daughter was also diagnosed when she was about 12 years old with juvenile idiopathic arthritis in her knees, every single one of her hand or her fingers, her back. She would get to the point where her knees would swell up so large that it would be hard for her to walk. She was on methotrexate, Enbrel, so many different, naproxen, just so many different drugs, and it was making her sicker. She was losing her hair. Again, but we ate anything. She grew up eating McDonald's, and I mean, literally McDonald's every single day. My diet was horrible too. I would just eat lots of bread, lots of cheese, just order pizza anytime, run through the fast food restaurants. So this was all going on around the same time. We slowly did start eliminating fast food and was feeling better. Then a few years, I'm trying to think, this past year, there was, actually I'm going to go back further. Dr. O'Donnell shared with me the Walls Protocol book and talked about the diet aspect of it. This was probably about 2 years ago. I was still a little skeptical. I read the book, but I did not incorporate anything, did not do it. I still kept thinking that I can try to lose weight and feel better just on my own, or trying all these different fad things. I would mention it to my daughter and say, hey, maybe you should cut out gluten, or maybe you should cut out more of the fast food and stuff. So the only thing we did, again, cut out was the fast food. Saw slight improvement, but still I'd go to the bathroom, again, like bowel movements 14 times a day. Miserable. My stomach just constantly hurts, and it felt like you always have to fill it up to keep it from stopping to hurt. So I would always be drinking milk and eating some bread or crackers or just anything, just constantly eating, thinking that it was a need to stop the pain that was going on. This past year, there was this 100-day challenge that Dr. O'Donnell introduced me to, and I thought, I really have to do something. I need to change what I'm doing. So she took me grocery shopping. She walked me through what I could eat. I read through the cookbook. I went back and read the Walls Protocol, the actual book, and I'm like, yeah, there's maybe something to this. So first of all, I eliminated all of the gluten out of my diet, and it's surprising what everything has gluten in and where it's all hidden. Started eating kale salads and things that I would never eat before, and noticed a remarkable improvement just after a few days. All of a sudden, I wasn't going to the bathroom 14 times a day. And again, this is since childhood, and I am 47 years old. Was just going a few times a day, but didn't feel bloated or miserable, or like my intestines were tied up in knots. Started losing weight. I took out completely all my dairy, and I was joking to my best friend that I was getting all this adult acne as I was getting older, and I couldn't figure out why. I was just breaking out everywhere. All of a sudden that cleared up. Within the first week, it's like my face was clearer. People were commenting at work that my face looked clearer. They were commenting about how I didn't look so tired all the time. And I did. I had more energy. I was sleeping through the night, which was something I hadn't done for years. My daughter started noticing it and started saying, well, what are you doing differently? And I said, well, I'm doing this 100-day challenge, and took out all my gluten. And so she started looking at it, and when we would go out for dinner and I'd order gluten-free, she would kind of order similar to me. She started feeling better also. She doesn't have as many flare-ups for her arthritis. Her joints aren't swollen. The only time she really feels any noticeable difference with her joints is when it's really cold weather like it is today, and then she may have a little bit of a flare-up. But yeah, I'm just feeling better, and I've lost probably over 20 pounds on this, and
Gotcha.
I would recommend it for everybody.
All right, and Shay, can I share this with anyone else for educational purposes?
Yes, you may.
And do we have any restrictions on this?
No.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your story, Shay.
Thank you.
All right.